Imagine a war that starts and ends before you can even finish watching one episode of your favorite TV show. It sounds unbelievable, but it really happened. On August 27, 1896, the United Kingdom and the Sultanate of Zanzibar fought what is now considered the shortest war in recorded history. It lasted only about 38 minutes. But how could an entire war end so quickly? In the late 19th century, Zanzibar was an important trading center off the east coast of Africa. Although it was an independent sultanate, the British Empire had a great deal of influence there. Britain had signed agreements that allowed it to approve who could become the next sultan. This meant that no one could legally take the throne without British support. On August 25, 1896, Sultan Hamad bin Thuwaini died unexpectedly. Soon afterward, his cousin, Khalid bin Bargash, declared himself the new sultan without asking for British approval. The British refused to recognize him. Instead, they supported another candidate named Hamud bin Mohammed. The British government sent Khalid an ultimatum. He had to step down, leave the palace, and surrender his forces before 9 o'clock in the morning on August 27th. Khalid believed the British would not actually attack, so he ignored the ultimatum and prepared to defend the palace. When the deadline expired, at exactly 9 o'clock a.m., several British warships were already waiting in the harbor. At 9:02 a.m., they opened fire on the Sultan's palace. The bombardment caused massive destruction within minutes. Zanzibar's army had outdated weapons and stood little chance against the powerful British Navy. The Sultan's yacht, called the Glasgow, tried to fight back, but was quickly sunk. The palace caught fire, many buildings were destroyed, and hundreds of soldiers were killed or wounded. Meanwhile, the British suffered only one lightly injured sailor. At around 9:40 a.m., the Sultan's flag was lowered. This signaled the surrender of Zanzibar. The war was over after only about 38 minutes, making it the shortest war ever recorded. Khalid escaped to the German consulate, where he received protection. He was later allowed to live in German East Africa. After the war, the British placed Hamud bin Mohammed on the throne, giving Britain even greater control over Zanzibar. The Anglo-Zanzibar War remains one of the most remarkable events in military history. Although it lasted less than an hour, it demonstrated the enormous military advantage of European colonial powers during the late 19th century. More than a century later, historians still remember it as the shortest war ever fought. It is proof that some wars are decided not by months or years of fighting, but by overwhelming military power in just a few minutes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating history stories.